on, all we're here to do is discuss the.
I am so sorry. You know what? Okay. All right, well then, at 7:30, I will call the meeting of the September 10th, 2018 Zoning Board of Appeals meeting to order. So why don't we all stand, please, and place the flag, and we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can we have roll call, please?
Yes, ma'am. Allen.
Here.
Emmons.
Here.
Krug.
Here.
Euler.
Here.
And McAlpin.
Here.
Mr. Kirby is notified me about an hour ago he would be absent this evening. I did receive notifications from the others that they were unavailable as well.
Okay. We'll approve of the agenda.
So moved to approve the agenda for tonight's meeting.
Second.
Roll call vote for that, please. Sorry.
Emmons.
Yes.
Krug.
Yes.
Euler.
Yes.
Allen.
Yes.
And McAlpin.
Yes. And then we have approval of the minutes. It looks like from December 11th, 2017. Is that correct?
Oh, that would be from June 9.
July 9th.
I'm sorry, July 9.
Mine's, okay, I'm sorry. Mine says December 11th on my packet.
This March.
Whatever.
Did you pick up your packet?
It's email.
Yeah,
it was
right.
emailed.
I did the same thing, but I think this was just for via email this time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Then, all right, then
I
they
got a
gave me,
little confused as well.
right, because then they gave me the wrong packet. I'm sorry.
They
All
gave
right.
you an old one.
Yeah.
They gave me a really old one. That's why I was so
I've got
I'm sorry. That's why I was so confused. Okay, thank you. All right, so going to the correct agenda here. Number 1 is the amendment to the Zoning Board of Appeals Rules and Procedures.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
we need to do our roll call.
Oh,
we need to do
Approve them, I'm sorry, we need to approve
Sorry.
the minutes of July 9th, 2008, please.
Move to approve the minutes as submitted for July 9th, 2018.
Second?
Okay, can we have a roll call, please?
Yes. Krug.
Yes.
Euler.
If I wasn't here, can I vote on that?
For the minutes you can.
Yes.
Allen.
Yes.
Emmons.
Yes.
And McAlpin.
Yes. All right, first up on our agenda for this evening is the amendment for the Zoning Board of Appeals Rules and Procedures. We had reviewed this at our last meeting, and I believe there were a couple questions that we had.
Yes, it incorporated some changes that had been suggested by the board at the last meeting. All references to zoning officer have been changed to community development director. There were some small grammatical items in the language that have been cleaned up a little bit. The changes are marked in red. You know, items to be removed have been have the strike-through notation. The only other additional language that the ZBA might consider is possibly addressing a rotation for the alternate members. However, that's optional. Seems like it's worked well without any changes. So, you know, maybe if it's not broken, it doesn't need fixing. I guess one other item that we might discuss too is start times for the meetings. If everybody's comfortable with keeping 7:30, or if you want to go earlier, I'm certainly on board with that as well.
I'm not really sure why the ZBA and the Planning Commission start at 7:30 and the council starts at 7. It would be nice to have a uniform start time for all city meetings.
I'm fine with 7.
I would be in
Yeah.
favor of 7 p.m.
Same here.
I would as well.
Okay.
Very good. Yeah, I can add that then if that seems to be the consensus among the board. We could also, if if you're not inclined to approve all the changes this evening, we can incorporate that and allow the absent members to review it, and it could be approved at the next meeting. So I defer to the good judgment of the board.
Well, I also want to make sure that we get into the record from Ryan Gazond. He said he is unable to attend the meeting due to Jewish holiday of Rosh Hashanah, and he's submitting his comments by email, and this was received on Thursday, August 30th at 8:18 p.m. I do not have any concerns or comments on the rules as amended. I do like the proposed amendment of this Community Development Director regarding additional rules relating to the alternate members of the board, possibly having them serve every other absence by a regular board member and leave whomever serves first to the discretion of the chair. So that was just his comments. And obviously, we don't have any comments from Mr. Kirby. I'm assuming if he had comments, he was probably planning to review them today, but since he is not here, we don't have that. What is our, do we have any input from the board regarding rotation of alternate members?
I will just say I tend to be of the opinion that everything seems to be working fine the way it is, and I don't have any concerns.
Yeah, it's generally pretty nice, at least with this go-around. Joe and I seem to always be at the meetings, and
Right.
we've taken turns, gone back and forth, and that works fine. It just requires the chair to remember who went the last time.
I think they're fine. What Ryan wrote is basically how it's been going anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Um,
that is true.
If we want to formalize that, I have no issue getting it into the rules and regulations, but I don't see the point in changing anything at this time.
I think that's probably not a bad idea to have it in there so that barring unforeseen circumstances, someone would say, hey, I never get seated on the alter, as an alternate, and I'm there at every meeting, you know. Not for us so much as for on down the road.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Just to have it official.
Well, then I think we probably should have that added as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at this point, the two things that we've discussed are, number one, changing the start time from 7:30 PM, which it's currently at, to 7 o'clock PM, and then a notation regarding rotation for the alternate members who need to serve. Any other comments? So I think you said we could either change it and bring it back here for our next meeting, or would you be okay if we voted, or is there a proper way to do that?
I can work with either option. I defer to the wisdom of the board.
Thoughts? Anyone?
I don't see it as a big problem if we went ahead and approved this tonight with the changes. It's available to be opened back up at any time for modifications, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it.
I say we check it off our list. So if you can just make sure that those two changes have been made, then we will go ahead. With that, we probably need a motion to accept the rules of procedures with the changes that have been identified, one regarding the time and two regarding the alternate members. We can proceed to a vote.
I would make that motion and add to it that incorporating all that is written in red as a proposed change on the sheet.
Okay, so we're approving the proposed changes as presented.
Yes.
We are changing the start time from 7:30 to 7 PM, and that we are rotating alternate members who serve based upon needing them to seat at the table.
Fair enough.
Okay. Do we have a support?
I'll second it.
Okay, we'll take a roll call, please.
Euler,
yes.
Allen,
Yes.
Emmons,
Yes.
Krug,
Yes.
and McAlpin.
Yes. Okay. Next is a brief update on upcoming variance requests.
Yep, just letting everybody know, we've had a light summer. We're going to get busy in October. We've got 3 cases slated for the agenda in October. 2 cases dealing with signs and 1 case regarding a residential addition that has a non-conforming side setback. So we'll be a little busy in October.
Okay, is there any other business here? Anyone else have any other business?
Are we supposed to open it up for public comment?
We could open it up for public comment, but just for the record, there is no one in the audience this evening, so we did not do that. Do we have a liaison report? No liaison still?
Councilmember Gavin has been appointed as the liaison to the Zoning Board of Appeals.
Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, and once again, public comments, there are none, so I will go ahead and officially adjourn the meeting at 7:41 and 58 seconds.
It's going to be a record.
Right.
Are we keeping?
You guys are efficient.